What's up, everybody? What's happening? This is Joseph R. Wheeler III, artist, founder, president of the ONYXCON Foundation. Peace up, y'all. A-Town down from Atlanta, Georgia. It's the third. What's happening? So, I want to talk to y'all today as I sit in traffic, because that's what we do in Atlanta. No matter what corner of metro you're in, you're going to be in traffic. That's just what it is, I guess. I guess this is the lunch hour traffic, because it's about that time. So, right before 12. So, yeah, that's what this is. Oh my gosh, there's traffic everywhere. But anyway, anyway. How y'all doing today? You know what I'm saying? Happy, what's today? Thursday? Is today Thursday? I think today's Thursday, right? Dang. What's today, y'all? Hold on for a second. Oh my goodness. I should never doubt myself. Of course, it is Thursday. Yes, it is Thursday. Today's Thursday. Somebody else needed to be reminded too, so there you go. I know how it goes. That's understood, especially if you do the kind of work I do, because it's like every day be kind of the same. Every now and then you shake it up a little bit. Like yesterday, shout out to my pops. We went fishing, and we've been kind of keeping that a routine. Every week we try to get out there at least once and do our thing, and it was fun. It was fun. We caught a couple, so that was great. You know what I'm saying? I got some lunch meat today. Shout out to the fish. You know what I mean? Caught me a nice little perch. Decent sized perch too, because you don't catch. If you know what I know about some of these Georgia lakes nowadays, it's hard to catch perch in certain waters. It's just it ain't what it used to be. They require really clean water, which I was really happy to see them too, because that tells me the water is healthy. Okay, and caught me a nice little, about that long. You know what I'm saying? A little 7-inch, 8-inch, whatever probably about 8-inch. And you know what I'm saying, had a little thickness to it, a little something that you can eat, not like huge. I mean, hey, I know what they can look like. They can get much bigger, but it's tough biz to get that big out there with dealing with some of these other species of bass that were introduced that ain't supposed to be here, but they here now, and they took over and all that kind of stuff. So they ferocious eaters, and they eat them up. So, they live to get big, man. You done found something special. And those are some delicious fish. If you've never had freshwater perch, because there's different types of perch. And I know you say perch, some people just immediately think some of the ocean variety and everything, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, these are freshwater perch. They have little stripes on the side. They're kind of a gold color. Golden, and they fade to like a white belly. And they have really beautiful orange accents in their fins, the belly fins. The dorsal doesn't really have the orange, but the other fins, all the other fins have this orange, and it's really, really beautiful the way their colors are. You know what I'm saying? It's gold and then the orange. It's nice. There's some fancy fish. They're really pretty, and like I said, they taste good. So if you're ever lucky enough to eat some freshwater perch, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. Them some good fish. I just wish I had caught more than one, because it's gonna be that one thing when I cook them up, then I'm gonna be like, damn, I wish I had another one, because you're gonna eat it, and you're gonna be like, man, I want another one. That was good, But I did get 2 catfish, because my dad caught one and I caught one. And you can see all of this. It's in video. That's our latest video. It's right here in the main feed. It's a short, you know what I'm saying? I know everybody's stressed for time, and nobody making time hardly. I've learned my audience now. I know my young folk ain't gonna sit down and watch nothing past 10 minutes. So, this is, you might be able to stretch them for this, because it's like a 3-minute video. You feel me? So yeah, y'all enjoy that. But then my, older folks, they'll sit down and watch. Like people my age and up, yeah, and whatever. So if I make time for what I like, and I'm gonna sit there and watch it. So enjoy that. Like I say, you see the latest video, latest catch, ONYXCON fishing tournament in full effect. That's what we call all of our fishing content. Whenever I'm fishing, I call it the ONYXCON fishing tournament, because technically it is a real thing. It still exists. We don't have any, I'm gonna be real with y'all, we don't have any active anglers in it right now besides me, my dad, my mom, anybody in the family when we go. But years ago, a couple of years back, I had 2 ladies that I never met physically that were in other states that participated. Shout out to Sharina and her husband up there in Indiana. She's still getting it. Sharina's keeping it real. Look her up. She's out here. Sharina's keeping it real. R-E-E-L, like a fishing reel. All right? Peep her channel. If you love fishing, you're going to love her content. All right? She is she's one of those that did do the traditional niche content where it's, you know, one thing mainly that she focuses on. And shout out to her for that. Because I tell you, I can't do it. Ain't no way in the world I want to do a one niche channel. That's just impossible for all the ideas I have and things I want to share. But for those who do it and can manage to, you know, keep pushing content and putting up stuff daily, man, my hat is off to y'all. Because that's, yeah, my hat is off to y'all. Yeah, because I got the fresh shave, so I like showing it off before the stubble come in. You know what I mean? But yeah, for real. For real. Because it's tough doing a YouTube channel already as it is. And then I wish they would just stop telling people that they got to do one thing and advance the algorithm, because that's all it is. They just telling you that so they can have time to figure out your channel and place it with the proper advertisers. Because we've already proven that it can be done. It takes longer. Yeah, it does. I ain't gonna even front. It definitely takes longer to monetize. That's why I think it's taking us so long. But we're gonna get there. And we're gonna keep doing what works. Because when you don't do what works, that's when you find yourself, you know, up against the wall, frustrated, can't figure out what you want to do next because you're not doing you. You got to do you, man. You can't let nobody else, I don't care, company or whatever. It's like if they allow you to, you know, find the loopholes. We found our loophole. We 1,500 strong. Thanks to all y'all who support the channel and our subscribers. Thank you. And we're going to keep right on until we hit that mark. We're going to get that doggone subscription base all the way up. We're gonna get the monetization all the way up. We're gonna get AdSense. And in the meantime, I always say, if you have a business, you don't have to wait for that day to be supported. You can already come on board with us and be official with advertising and all that for your business if you got something that you want to push. You know what I mean? It's already available. You just gotta hit us up. ONYXCON@gmail.com. All right? Be right back. All right. We back. But as I was saying, so yeah, y'all, you know, we doing some big things regardless because of our format. And I love being able to dispel myths about one way, do everything one way. I've always been that guy. That's just the pattern of my life. You know, that does things out the box. It's the art life. It's how a lot of artists think. We don't do things just within the lane of what everybody does. Now, we're going to do some things like anybody has to do, or we're going to learn that we have to, because that's the hard reality of being part of any society. You go too far against the grain, and please, my artists, listen to this. This is some OG wisdom for y'all, right? Original genius. See what I did with that? Like I tell you, I do my own thing, right? We don't do it for the culture. We do it for the cultures because we got our own culture. We relate to a lot. That's why we can speak what we speak. And that's why I even say OG. But I understand that I can make it mean what I want it to mean. Hell, it ain't got to mean what it originally meant. It don't mean what it originally meant no damn way when most people say it anyway. Oh my gosh, for real, I swear. But yo, you know, you start learning as you get older. You say, man, you know, when you're born into any type of system, government, economic system, whatever, you learn that, you know, yeah, you're in a matrix for real. Now, once you become conscious of everything outside the matrix, you know, I'm referencing the movie here with this, but I'm saying, yeah, you use Zion wisdom, you know, and you understand that and you go there with that. But at the same time, you know what it is to move within the matrix, so you play within the rules to get to the goals you got to get to. Where you find all the loopholes, everything that's possible, go for it. You know, stay on the straight and narrow, but find the loopholes. You know, everything that can be done that's not going to hurt you and not hurt nobody and have a positive, progressive, responsible outcome, go for it. Like, there's no better way I could say it. That's pretty much it. And so that's kind of how it is even with this channel. It's like, yeah, they tell you, YouTube tells you, yeah, and then they have, or they suggest, should I say, they don't tell you, they suggest it. They don't really make it up. You don't have to. They just suggest, like, you know, if you want to be more successful, if you want to have this, that, and the other, it might work for you. As I like to say, it might behoove, I love that word, it might behoove you to do a one niche channel. Now, at the same time, I observe. I'll just lay in the cut and observe. And before I move, I'm gonna read the room And I've seen people for years while I was progressing along slowly in the very, very beginning of trying to monetize my channel. And I would notice people would say the channel is about one thing, but what's it really about? Which is why I always say we represent the arts and the creative lifestyle, because that's the one thing. That covers all the other things that I'm doing, you see? So technically, if any company or anything with the algorithm is confusing, like, well, how do we market this ONYXCON thing? As long as it's creative, you're welcome. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you want to put something about an art supply store on here? You want to say there's this arts and crafts store in your family? You know, there's people who make kidney stones stuff. You know, if anybody in your family's ever dealt with it, it would behoove you to, like, you know, you ain't got to assume, oh, I've got a problem or whatever. But if you notice, this is getting graphic, but it's real talk for anybody for some health stuff. And I'm not a doctor. I don't give true medical advice. I just give my perspective from what I've been through, okay? Views and opinions expressed are just those of my opinion, my perspective, my life. Not necessarily anybody affiliated, associated with ONYXCON, etc., etc., etc. All right? I want to stress enough. I am not a doctor. I am not a medical professional. I'm just somebody who I've been through some stuff, and I'm still here, and I'm healthy, and I'm happy to be here the way I am, because, yeah, it's serious. If you've ever had any potential of dealing with what I'm talking about. And so I'm saying, you know, it can be common in families, and it was in mine for certain relatives. It would skip one relative, jump over to the others. It's that kind of thing. It's not everybody gonna get it. Like I say, 1 in every 10. And it's factual, because even when I think about the few people, me and one other relative I'm thinking of, nobody else in the family has dealt with this but me, that person, and one other person, my ancestor. And that's the only people I can think of, you know? So, yeah, it's a real thing. And, you know, if y'all drinking sodas and stuff, that'll kill you anyway. I mean, this is diabetes and all that run in families, and I got all that running in my family, and high blood pressure and all that sad mess, you know. And most people got that in their families in America. All right, this is not a racial construct thing. All right, this ain't. Most people got issues with these things nowadays because of how stuff is out here. But it has been after a certain point in historic for a lot of black families and Latinos, because I can't stress enough, at a certain point historically, because before that certain point in history, that wasn't common either. Okay, people did not just have this stuff, and they were not overeating all this stuff they're not supposed to be eating and doing all this other crazy. So, but anyway, I don't want to go off on that tangent too hard today. That's not the point. The real point was back to what I was saying about the online situation and what I said I was gathering from, you know, people who inspired me to just keep going and doing your thing, because you realize once you got an audience, it don't matter what people say works. When you see something you're doing working, just keep doing what you do that works. So for me, I've looked at the numbers. I wish I could flash them for y'all, man. I did about a week ago. I put Chat GPT on my phone for the first time, because I never had it, and I kept hearing people talk about it. I will say, even that young lady who like I say, Miss Singh, shout out to her again. Not hard on the eyes at all, and easy to listen to. I mean, she's a chatterbox, that's for sure. But if she's not overwhelming you with her beauty or her constant chatter, if you listen, she got stuff to tell you now. She's smart. She's a smart lady. And she dropped some stuff, and she's always talking about how she uses Chat GPT. And I think between her and this other channel, somebody said that just one too many times, and all the cool stuff they've done with it. And I said, all right, damn, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get it. Because I realize it's kind of like Zoom. It's one of those things, whether you use it or not regularly, you may as well have it on your phone or have an account, you know, even a free account, because that's all, you know, you can do a free account. I'm sure I haven't even looked into the, excuse me, paid side of GPT, because I ain't interested. I just want to use the free stuff, and that's enough. It's got so many things it can talk to you about and all that. And I don't spend a lot of time on it. I just, every now and then, when I got them really big questions, or I have an idea and I'm thinking to myself, I mean, it's amazing, man. You're talking about something you used to have to pay market analysis people for. You can now just literally get on this app and say, this is how many people I have following me. This is how many of when I will have monetization with AdSense. And it'll break it down. Even if it's sad news, it'll tell you, well, you know, it's going to take a while because of your numbers, but it's not impossible. Other options might be that you sell advertising, and which we do. We sell that, by the way. You can always buy advertising with ONYXCON. I'm going to say that again for anybody out there with a business. You can buy advertising with us. Yeah, you can. But you got to fit within our goals now. It's just like the ads they put on your stuff, how they try and, you know, when AdSense starts with YouTube, they're going to fit what they think works for their best. They want to satisfy their advertisers with where they place the ads. We want to satisfy our goals and keeping our reputation and what kind of content you can expect from us. So if we put an ad on our content, I'm gonna tell you the kind of stuff I would be very open to. Okay, cool clothing. You got a merch line and it's not, you know, nothing ratchet and derogatory or nothing sexist, nothing racist, nothing crazy on it. You know what I'm saying? You could be sexy, you can't be sexist. Okay, all right. You got to know the difference, right? You can promote sexiness. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. You promoting relationships, you promoting positive family energy and people having good times. I'm with it. I'm with it. You promote the arts. You're an artist. You're a visual artist. You're trying to get people to see your paintings or drawings. You got a new comic book. Come on, man. We started as a Comic-Con, so you know we're looking for the comic book artists. If you out here, you got something you want to advertise with us, hello, what's up? We do it all day. We do it on Instagram, easy. We post stuff when we see something that's too fly to ignore. And sometimes that's the luck of the draw for people who get that love from us, because I don't just repost stuff anymore unless people are $4.99 subscribers in the main feed. Now I might do a short, you know, a story post, a day-long post on our Instagram at ONYXCON. And that'll get seen by the 17,000 strong, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's right, 17,000. Look it up. ONYXCON, over there, we there. Instagram. But no, I'm not gonna just be posting. I used to not care. I used to just post, oh man, this is dope. I want to share this with my people. And I still feel that sometimes. Sometimes it's the message is bigger than whether or not the entity has supported us directly or not, or has acknowledged us. I mean, just acknowledge the damn repost. Like I will support some folk that have never sent a dime just because I see that they may be stretched on the money, but they will have enough sense that when they get a repost, they are thankful. They're like, yo, thank you so much. Like, hey, there was the payment. Thank you. You know, now I don't do that, or because we can't afford to do that. We need the funds, right? You come to me with that, hey, can you repost $4.99 a month? Sure, absolutely. Become a member. Become a member. Become a part of the Monetization Nation. Help my bottom line so we can stay afloat. Ain't nobody out here doing, like I say, tell y'all my truth. I give y'all a little bit of my reality for transparency to inspire. That's the only reason I even share all that. Like I said, I used to, man, I'm just play the game everybody play and just only talk about the good time. No, that don't help people. Show them the rough stuff. Show them out here this fluorescent vest, doing courier work. I ain't ashamed of it because I'm paying my bills. Legit, legal work. You understand? And somebody needs to hear that. Because there's some folk on the edge thinking about doing it other ways. And they need to know, no. Don't go down that path. Don't fall into that bullshit. Stay straight on the real. Do what you need to do. Stay out of trouble. And get real money. Because it will come. You ain't got to fall for the traps. You ain't got to fall into the BS. And don't be listening to all this damn music. So, I mean, and taking it serious. Where you start pretending you that fool you listening to. Who he ain't doing all that shit. Okay? Come on, y'all. It's time that y'all need to hear this. Y'all need to hear this, especially my young folk. Y'all need to hear this. Cause y'all get caught up in the nonsense. Y'all get to fantasizing and thinking your favorite rapper and he ain't even who he is. What you talking about? Like, stop. If what has happened in the last few years, see the thing about when you get older, you've lived through I've lived through my favorite rappers disappointing me. See. But the difference also is, thank goodness, Universal, I have a real dad. Always did. That's a big, huge part of the equation. When people did not have parenting, real parenting, their parents become entertainers and other people who give them guidance. I've heard this a million times. They don't, and some people hit it and some people won't because they're ashamed to admit, man, that's really who fathered me, man. I watched that show. I did. because they didn't have it. But for those who do, okay, it's like, it's a true thing, man. It's an ultimate blessing. But it's also like, you got to know, when you get that wisdom from other people, if you don't have it direct, trust what makes sense. Who's giving you the functional wisdom? Who's giving you the stuff that, man, when you apply this, it's right, man. It's just what he said. Like, I don't be in trouble. I don't get this. I don't have that problem. I don't have this problem. You're not going down that same dirty drain that your friends and associates are. If they fall prey to it, you're not there. You on a whole nother level. And if you stick to it, you will see. It ain't gonna be immediate. See, the problem with the way America works, like I say this all the time. I'm gonna say it one more again. It's part of the gospel of ONYXCON, right? We not religious over here. The word gospel don't belong to religion. It's just a word, okay? That means doctrine, a perspective, all right? And we standing on it, all right? So I'm saying, here's the wisdom. When you out here talking about money, power, respect, you got it ass backwards. That is not the flow. The proper way is respect first, then power, and the money will come. Now that's hard to believe when you see, like I say, some people are so shallow. They'll look at, there's kids, there's a 20-something-year-old who's a knucklehead who would look at me saying this right now and say, man, what you gonna tell me, man? You out there delivering packages. Yes, I am. But 2 months ago, I was on set with legends in R&B who I can't mention because the show's not out yet. And until it comes out, I can't talk about what I've seen on set being in the film biz, right?
That's your cart though, right?
Yeah, it's my cart.
Okay. You don't mind. Yes, somebody gave it to me to use.
My sister actually gave me this trip. I bring my nephew over here for the bathroom.
Oh, well, who are you?
My sister is Artemisha with and her son, Blue.
Blue?
Blue, like a color.
Oh, Blue, okay.
Yeah. You know people and stuff?
I didn't know if it was on Wednesday nights. I've got some teenagers that come.
Oh, okay, now you good.
Yeah, I'm not up. I just do teenagers.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
yeah, so.
Yeah. Is there a time of the week when it's free play? If people just want to come and play in the gym?
I don't think so. I think
Okay.
it's like the teenagers, like 7th through 12th grade, can come on Wednesday nights in the school year, not right now. But in the school year, they can come and play for an hour or so before we start Wednesday night events. But we ask the teenagers to stay for the worship service too, that we do just for teenagers.
Right.
And then I know that it might be Sunday nights that a guy named Maurice, that was a maintenance man here, he has guys in here playing. So it's a staff person that's here, but I don't know what all.
Not for a general time. I got you.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I don't know more than that.
I really rushed back because I heard this. Let me get out there.
Okay, oh, okay.
Hello? Okay. Sorry about that. I just thought
Oh,
about it.
that's okay. I was wondering, I was putting it up and I thought, I think I was supposed to sign something and I don't think I
Most
did.
of them don't ask for it, but some of them do, and that's why I always forget, but. No doubt. Thank you,
Okay.
y'all. Y'all have a good one.
Thank you. You
All
have a
right.
good day.
You too. pure. So pure. You sound totally Brooklyn up in here. Please believe it, baby. Please believe it. New York is in the motherfucking building and shit. You know what I mean? Like, for real, for real. Change my zone. Do this bullshit ass moral shit for a minute. Ain't gonna have nothing, but I'm still gonna do it, you know. It's whatever, it's whatever. Whatever, you know. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Look here. Thing, I ain't, hey, look, what you want? Oh, man, what are you doing? You on the freaking ground, man. I didn't know if you was all right. You all right? Yeah, he all right. He cool. He pretending he working. He ain't doing shit. Hey, yo, money. You know, what the fuck, man? What you doing out here, man? What you doing, man? You ain't doing shit. That's what you doing, motherfucker. You ain't gotta tell me. I can see you ain't doing nothing. Uh-oh, wait a minute. You motherfuckers talking about 12. Wait a minute, hold up. Wait. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Yo, what you expect, though? Like, what you really expecting? Start, man. If I'm in Fayette, then shit, yeah, let's go. Let's fucking go, man. They parking.